Hi, and welcome to today's program. We'll be discussing why so many rely on their own intellect and why they miss what God has for them. He said that many will trust with their eyes rather than with their heart. And we're coming from the book of Proverbs 3 and 5, where we'll be talking about the importance of not relying on our own understanding. Join us as today's program is already in progress. Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm so glad that you could join us today. And I am truly blessed that you have stopped by in this moment to just receive a word from the Lord. And I believe that so many of you are desiring something from God Himself, and you have come to the right place. First of all, I want to thank our viewers for watching us. We are doing amazing things, and there are so many who are being touched by this ministry and by this network. And so thank you to our supporters and to our partners and to those who are purchasing the books or whatever you're doing or visiting the bookstore. Thank you so much, because you are helping to build a vision that God has given us. And that vision is to protect the legacy of families. But today we're going to go right into the lesson, and I'm so glad again that you could join us. I want you to be encouraged and don't lose out because you're not able to receive what God has for you because you're in your own way. How many know that anytime we get in our own way, we miss out on what God already has, because we expect God to move in a certain way, and we think that He has to move the way we want Him to move. But in all honesty and actuality is that He is waiting for us to obey what He has, His instructions, what He has for us. So I want to encourage you today to not get in God's way of releasing your blessing because you keep waiting on the punchline and because you believe it's too good to be true. You know, so many of us, you may be missing out because you keep looking for everything that's wrong rather than looking for what's right. So God asks us to trust and believe that He is right, and believe God for His sovereignty and for Him, His glory, and for Him being in control of our lives. God said so many rely on their own intellect and they miss it. He said because they are trusting with their eyes rather than with their hearts. And He said it grieves His heart. It grieves the heart of God when He sees people walking around suffering unnecessarily because they follow their own pathway. And you see, it doesn't have to be this way. We don't have to receive our own ideas or go by our own ideas and what He's saying He wants for us. So many of us are trying to be in control, but in actuality, and to be honest, if we'll be honest with ourselves, God is in control and we are not. He doesn't force His will, but He encourages us to live according to His will. And some things that He may allow in our lives is because He is taking us to greater. And it's not necessarily the trials that come that test us are not necessarily happening to us, but happening for us. Thank you for being a vital part of today's program. And remember that being you is powerful. For guest appearances on our show, write to us at info@restoredlivingnetwork.com. Or you can visit us on the World Wide Web at restoredlivingwithroslyn.com. Also, continue to watch us and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.